Hey, Douglas here from the Inside BlackBerry Developers blog. I'm here with Dale and Doug from the Theme Studio team, and they're going to show us Theme Studio 6, which is the newest Theme Studio.
Right. Yep, Theme Studio 6, brand new.
Brand new.
Yesterday.
So let's walk through some of the features that have been kind of announced and see how it goes.
So new in the 6.0, so now we can theme for the Torch device. So we have BlackBerry 6 themes and custom themes. So we're just going to run through doing a BlackBerry 6 theme really quick here. So you'll notice when the interface comes up for the first time that we have a toolbar here on the left, and up top we have a quick edit canvas now, and then all the screens are here on the right as we used to have them. So basically, we can go over to the toolbar and then just start clicking in the canvas, and you'll see that the parameters come up top right away.
Can you multi-select any of those?
Yep. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to multi-select these and then change that font. Let's try that one and then change the color. So that's something that you couldn't do before in the old version. And then you can also right-click right in the canvas here, and there's context-sensitive menus that come up, and you can actually change things that way as well.
So you're really editing the elements right on the screen, unlike before when you had to sort of find them in the inspector and then change them. Now you just click right on that screen and you're making your edits directly.
Right.
Much faster and easier.
Can you do that as well with like the buttons and
Yeah,
archetypes like
anything
that?
that you can see on the screen, you can basically click. So let's just change the background out, for example. So we're going to just do that, change that, and that's the image we like. And now there it is, first background in there. So let's start theming some of the BB6 things. So we'll bring up the catalog and say we want to edit this cursor. So we just point and click on it, drag a gradient out of the catalog, and there we have it. If I wanted to change the text, I can just bold that, change the font size a little bit, and voila, I'm done. And we can continue doing that for all the different screens here. So.
Now, what if I wanted to kind of like mass edit something? So it's coming out to be Halloween. I think blue's a lame color. I want everything to be orange. Can I do that?
Oh, for sure. So, for example, now we have this new feature called Change All Images. So you can define all your images already, and then they're in a directory structure. So you just pick the color that you want. So you want blue, red, green. I want red. Select red, and then everything's changed within the program. So all the images defined have changed to red now.
So if you do a batch process, say in Photoshop, where you've done that different background effect on all of them, boom, you can have them all updated instantly in the application.
So if there's a theme that I like, but I just want to make it a little bit more seasonal, I could just kind of throw more. Okay, so Halloweenish.
If you want it to match a color scheme that you're thinking of for this particular theme, you can do that by batch editing and then completely updating them automatically.
So now, if I'm used to previous versions of Theme Studio, is kind of the old way of doing things still there? Or do I have to completely relearn?
So no, you don't have to do that at all. So for example, if we look at this screen, the ringtone's up top, but you can open it up, and then you see the old inspector just as it used to be. So if you're comfortable doing it that way, you can navigate this and change the ringtone this way as well. So say we want to use that as our ringtone. Open that up, and it also reflects up top too. So dual editing, you can do it either way you want, whatever's easiest to the user.
So it opens up with that inspector panel closed. You can reopen it, but I really encourage you, work with it closed for a while, because I think you'll get used to it really fast.
So what else do we have in the new version of Theme Studio?
So another great feature that we've added in is the ability to change the background. So people have been doing this by hand before, but now we've added the ability to do like background images, slideshows. You can have an animated GIF as your background, an SVG file, or, which is brand new in this version, is the event-based stuff. So let's just have a quick look at that. So I'm basically gonna set up a daytime image of Niagara Falls here and a nighttime image. So we're gonna bring both of those in and say I want my nighttime image to show up at 7 o'clock every day. So every day right now, whenever this background hits 7 o'clock, it'll show that. And say we want that to show up at 7 in the morning. So during the daytime, this will be the image that's shown, and at nighttime, this will be the image that's shown. And you can do that for different days of the week if you want to as well. Or you could have multiple images and set up different times during the day. So
So now you were saying that someone had set up something that I guess constantly shifted throughout the day.
Right. So I've already seen one example. So the person had 24 images of the Earth rotating around its axis, and then every hour the world would shift. So it was really cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. Okay, so now I've built my theme. I've got it all tricked out. What do I do with it? Kind of once it's kind of the way that I want it.
Right. So basically, we just go into the export dialog, and if you wanted to publish to App World, we have now this new option available in the export dialog, which publishes right for App World in a zip file. So really helps out the process.
And that's probably the biggest change since last year when App World was just being launched, and now we're actually the biggest category in App World is themes. So there's a lot of people selling themes on App World. We really want to encourage more people to try it. This makes it super easy because that zip file is just ready to go to be uploaded.
Yeah, it looks really cool. So now this is in a beta, available on in the developer zone.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it's we're calling it a public beta. If you've ever been in a private beta program within RIM, you're not allowed to distribute things out of that because it's just a private thing that only select people have access to. As a public beta, anybody has access to it, so you can distribute these themes for the Torch. At this point, it's available only to theme for the Torch. Later this year, we'll have a full version out that'll have support across the broad range of RIM devices. But right now, we're really excited to have users get in there and experiment with it.
Awesome. All right, thanks guys. Thanks a lot.
Cool. Thank you.